Well, guys, this is my art space. I've been meaning to show this for literal years, but I've never figured out a good way of doing this. Um, so I decided this morning I'm just gonna wing it and roll with it and show you my art area and where I keep all my things and what I have and stuff like that. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I've attempted this a couple times. It's never worked out. I'm uploading whatever I come up with today. So let's start over here, I guess. I'm gonna work left to right and show you what I've got. Sorry for my lighting. It's terrible in here because I live in an apartment complex and I just don't get good lighting where I live within the apartment complex. All right. Starting with the shoebox, this right here is my collage substrate and a bunch of postcards that I can also use for collage substrate. So you can see I've got postcards and little shapes of cardboard I'm gonna eventually collage on, but I've been loving collaging lately, so I kind of just put a box together that I can grab and go with. I've got this 3-drawer Sterilite container. I cleaned it out recently, so this top drawer only has my hair dryer in it. I don't have one of those fancy drying tools, heated drying tools, so I just use my hair dryer. Works the same. This one right here is all my tools and stuff I use when I'm using my jelly printing plate or whatever it's called. Bubble wrap, different sponge brushes. I have all kinds of things that make circles, stamps. Right in there is my palette. You can see it's really dirty. I'm not going to take this out. There's my paper towels because it's just basically a bunch of junk and trash, and like there's a piece of cardboard in here I use. There's a toothbrush I'll use. It's just lots of random stuff I use for making patterns on my gel plate. When I use my gel plate, this whole drawer comes out along with this whole drawer here, which contains all my paint. Most of it is acrylic, as you can see on the bottom. That's just chock filled with acrylic paints. Then I have a couple of watercolors. These are my fancy Prima watercolors. And then I got these Michaels metallic watercolors. Those are really pretty and fun to use. I've had those for years and I use them often. This right here, stencils. I'm not going to take all my stencils out to show you, but you can see I have a bunch and I just keep them right there. Up on top I've got some art and a canvas. I couldn't think of the word for a second. A canvas ready to go with the gesso already on it. It's just waiting for an idea. This is a gift from one of my friends when gosh, we were probably new pen pals at the time when she gave me that, and I still have it. I love it. I keep it on my desk. All right, up here are some of the bottles and jars I use: gesso and cornstarch, modeling paste, crackle paste, my Mod Podge clear acrylic sealer, my gloss Mod Podge medium, Elmer's glue. This stuff's cool. It's about half gone. It's glow in the dark Mod Podge. That's fun. And then I have this empty can back here for no reason because I swear I'll use it one of these days. So that's top shelf. Bottom shelf. Water. You know, you can't have a desk without a bunch of jars of water. These are they're also moon water, for the record. I put my water out on the full moon and I cleanse it. And then I paint with it. That's right here. This is my glue container. I just need to fill it up with glue again soon. Got some pretty rocks down here, just waiting to be painted. My last journal that actually needs to go on my bookshelf. Let me take it out so I can show you what's behind it. Like all kinds of tape. 2 things of packing, painter's tape, masking tape, and there's more tape inside that I can't really get to with just one hand. So yeah, just tape. My hairbrush and my lotion. That's neither here nor there. And all my bingo blotters. I love these so much. They're fun. I have 6 colors. I think I got the idea to buy those from Elizabeth from the Never Hopeless, but I don't want to swear to that. And then back here is just some more containers, a container of containers that you never know when you need a little jar, right? And then foam that I've just got kicking around. Actually, I should move that. I know where I want to put this now. I didn't have a place for it when I was moving it the other day, but now I do. It belongs in there with the hairdryer. Look at that, that's perfect. I think that was everything in there. I'm gonna put my journal back in there. And then this shelf, got a little going on here. This right here is magazine clippings, which should not be there anymore. I need to do something different with that since I've been collaging so much lately. And I got this little thing. Everyone has one of these little things filled with stuff, I think. There's all my stuff. These are my favorite, which are just little confetti stars, and I also really like these stars right here. Those aren't the same, but they're also confetti, I guess, just different. Binder rings and gems, and you know, all kinds of little things. Does anyone know what this is? If you know what this is, leave me a note because I want to talk to you more. Okay, yeah, that's that. See if I can put it away with one hand. Uh-oh. There we are. Okay. So this is my apothecary sticker book and my antiquarian sticker book. I talk about these a lot. So let me just... If you've heard me mention these before, here you are. Aren't they cool? This one right here, the stickers aren't very good and I have to glue them down, but this one right here, the stickers are amazing. And they stick and they're, oops, and they're beautiful. There we are. I love this sticker book so much. I feel like I've used way more than it shows missing. So there's those. There's my sticker books. This is really hard to do one-handed. There. So next is my tripod. Let's get that out of the way though. This is just the box for my earbuds. You don't need to see that. I keep them just in case something happens to them within warranty. So when I recorded my desk tour video the other day, I got so excited showing you these sticker books that I forgot to show you the rest up here. I showed you, I just didn't record it somehow. I was just holding my phone and talking to myself. Back here is a piece of art I'm working on. It's slow going, but I'm trying. This big pink box right here is all writing utensils, so writing utensil related. This is all pencils. This is pencil stuff in there. All these are pens and fountain pens as well. Here are my syringes and my fountain pen converters and like extra cartridges and stuff. These are empty vials from samples of ink I've gotten, and here are my inks. I've got I think 4 or 5 bottles of ink in there. I really love the colors I have. Actually, just talking about it right now makes me want to ink up one of my fountain pens. I haven't done that for a while. So I can't close this with one hand, so I'm just gonna leave that as is. Clean it up when I'm done recording. Up here are my sticky notes. I only really like the Post-it brand. Everything else has to be glued down, so that's why most everything is posted in there. Here, this is so hard to do with one hand, but it just wasn't working with the tripod when I tried. This right here is all ephemera that's not paper or thicker than paper. So I've got this tag, it's a Nintendo card. Got all kinds of these little gems in different colors and sizes. These are plastic. There's doilies, and then there's more gems. Like, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in here that's just a little heavier than paper, so that's why it doesn't go in my paper drawer. There's that, and the bottom drawer here. Let me just pull this out and show you as well. Ooh. So I have sandpaper. I use sandpaper a lot in my art. Sometimes to take the gloss off the stuff I'm gluing on, sometimes to give my painting textures, just, you know, whatever feels right in the moment. My mini easel. There's some bookmarks, and I have a cassette tape there because I have a project in mind I'm going to eventually do. There's one of my favorite ring lights. It's handy. These I'm going to use to make a stamp. I think I finally have enough now, and these are blah blah blah. These are little nipples from like vape cartridges. So I collected a bunch. I'm gonna make a stamp, and it's gonna be cool to use on my gel plate. But yeah, I don't have any excuses. I have enough. I have to actually make that stamp. There's all my replacement blades and my awl, and you know, just little tools. And this right here belongs right there. These are all my journal cards. I have a lot, but I've been using a lot lately, and I've gave a bunch away lately too. Hopefully one day I'll have a smaller, more curated collection, but for now I just have a ton. And last but not least is my glue box that I pointed out that was up there yesterday or whenever I recorded that video. I didn't used to be able to put the lid in this box, but I've given away some of these washies, and I have used up several as well, so now I have a collection that fits somewhere. And okay, that's everything I missed when I was recording the other day, so yep. I accidentally turned off the video there for a second. As I was saying, I should have cleaned up my desk a little bit before I did this, but I was winging it while I had a chance. So I've got here's my Marvin the Martian lamp. I had this since I was 11, I think, and I'm 38 now. I can't believe it still works. It's amazing. I put all my hair stuff there, so it's close. This container has markers and highlighters, as well as those midliners, mild liners, I think they're called. I showed you recently. I showed you that on my blog, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my blog. Wait, mild liners aren't in there, are they? Maybe they're not in there. Maybe I put them somewhere else. Oh no, they are. They're shorter than I thought they were. All those mild liners. Zebra just gave me those a couple weeks ago. That was really cool of them. But yeah, that's all markers. This is all colored pencils, and I have mechanical colored pencils too. I absolutely hate them. One of them broke already, but they were really nice when I was using them. These are my favorite paintbrushes. These are the ones I reach for when I'm painting. Some of them are new still, as you can see. I haven't even. Let me try to get a better. There, can you see it better now? Anyway, those are my paintbrushes. I love these mermaid ones. They're so pretty. But yeah, my water. My tablet, because I like sitting here and watching TV on my tablet. While I'm playing games at my computer. I'll like watch House or whatever on the tablet and play The Sims on my computer here. Got this little thing here. This storage shelf. This little shelf. What I keep on here varies. It's what I'm reaching for most often is usually what goes here. Right now I just have my woo-woo. But like I'll put pens there and markers sometimes that I'm using. Okay, so and my laptop sits there. I've got 2 journals that sit right here. One is my art journal and the other one is my reading journal. I don't even know if you could see those in there. Can I get you in there? Oh, yeah, those are my 2 journals. They sit there. My earbuds, my pencil goes in there. My current journal. This is a postcard I'm getting ready to send someone. That's why that's chilling there. These are my earbud box. Those are the paintbrushes I was using just a few minutes ago before I started recording. Some of my art that needs to go somewhere. This is really old from the town I live in. I don't know who this person is. And I don't know if this means anything to anyone in I almost said where I live. If you are viewing this from around the town I live in, let me know if this means anything to you, and you could absolutely have it. It came with a bunch of postcards I bought once. A bunch of vintage postcards I bought once. Where to go next? I guess I should finish off my desk. I have to sit down for this part. All right, here is my paper trimmer. I really need a new and bigger one. It needs to be at least 12 inches. I don't know what I was thinking buying this one, but it was years ago. My gel printing plate, I also would like a bigger one of these. I bought a 6x6 just to try it out. I love it, and now I want a 12x12 as well. And this, I have a huge cutting mat right here, but it's warped, as you can see. I tried to fix it. It did not help when I ironed it and set books on it and such. But I have this little one I use probably more frequently now. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I should probably actually buy a couple more. It's very convenient. This is a paint marker that goes over there. Here are my zines I'm selling currently. I have them listed on Instagram, but if you're not on Instagram and you'd like to buy one of these zines from me, just leave me a message and I'll get back to you. This is actually an article I want to read, and I've never gotten around to it, and I want to read it and throw it out, but I haven't yet. I'll do that today. I'm going to make a point for it. Here is a bunch of my art. I've kind of got it piled up because I'm giving away art to anyone who buys one of these. So, yeah, if you want a piece of art and a zine, just let me know and I'll hook you up. So, for now, all that just goes right there. My trash can. Down here are, a couple magazines I get that are really, really big. I don't know why or how I signed up for these magazines, but they're huge and they don't fit anywhere but there, so that's where they belong. I also have a really big stack of craft paper right here. They're loose sheets. I think I'm going to use those to make zines out of one of these days, but now they're just sitting there. And this is a bunch more copies of the zine I made, but it didn't copy very well, so I think down the line I'm actually going to sell those like for $1 a piece or something, but I want to get rid of my good copies first. So if you don't want to pay $5 for a good copy, hold up and I'll sell you a shittier copy for $1 or $2 later. That goes in there again. Shop rag. You know what? I think I'm just going to pull this drawer out. It'll be an easier way to show you what's in here. That's better. I'm also going to pull my light over here a little bit as well. All right, now you can see stuff. So I've got my lotion and my glasses cleaning products. I've got some hand sanitizer and some hair bands. This is my Rocket Book cleaner, and then there's my Rocket Book. I just cleaned it the other day. It was filthy. Here are... This is an extra cable I don't need. I should probably get rid of that. Got some bookmarks and Q-tips and, you know, I think toothpicks. Maybe I'm out of toothpicks right there. You know, keep little random things I use in my art. My tape. This right here is my dip pen. It hasn't worked very well in any of the journals I've used since I've gotten the dip pen, so I don't really have a good review of the dip pen yet, but it's beautiful, I can tell you that. Here's my old lady drawer. I've got like BioFreeze for my hands and liquid bandage and my poor old lady. Lips get chapped. Neosporin and some CBD cells because I hurt all the time. Let's see, I've got stamps and I've got address labels in here, binder clip, double-sided tape, glue, scissors, X-Acto knife, tweezers, binder clip, paper clip, nail clippers, and bread tags because someone on here, someone on Instagram was recently doing little collages on those bread tags, so I kept a couple so I could try to do that as well. I just haven't gotten to it yet. This drawer is kind of cool. This is nothing but a paper drawer. I have no good way of showing you this, so I'm just gonna do one of these. Let me try to hold the drawer open with my legs. Paper, it's just paper, scrap paper, magazine paper, security envelopes, pamphlets, brochures, painted Bible pages, all kinds of stuff, really. I put all this paper here for collaging, and then I keep this box. I keep this box inside of here, and inside this box is paper as well, but let me show you. This is where I keep my fussy cut paper, my fussy cut pictures, I guess. So that way I can just grab some pieces and collage with them. So there's that one. I love these guys right here. They're just cut out, waiting to go somewhere. I have this plant. It took a while. Haven't used it yet. I have a real cool frog in here somewhere. I have just tons of cool, I think I'm gonna save this for Pride. Tons of cool little pictures in here cut out and just ready to go. Isn't that cool? Okay, so there's all that. Oops, I almost lost my fire extinguisher. This one isn't really well fussy cut, but I'm probably gonna use her in my journal sooner than later, so she's just waiting to be glued down at this point. Harry Potter. I've talked about Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling on this channel, I think. I don't spend money on Harry Potter merchandise anymore because I won't support a fucking bigot, but I do love Harry Potter stuff I already own. Oh my god, I keep dropping him. Okay, this drawer is a little something else. First of all, this probably came out of that. Probably slid down behind. Back there I have a bunch of newspapers because you never know when you need newspaper. Here's all my embroidery thread. I don't know how to weave pretty bracelets like this, but I do know how to sew, so I sometimes sew in my journals, or just, you know, sometimes I just sew. Visible mending and all that. This right here are all my ink stamps. Most of them. I only have one hand, so I can't really show you all that, but you know, you can see that there's ink pads in there. Here is, I'm not gonna open this. This right here just has my mini glue gun and glue sticks. I don't use glue sticks, and I'm sorry, I don't use glue guns very often. And in this case is stamps and punches. So, not gonna whip everything out, but there's tons of stamps in here. There's homemade stamps, there's punches I bought, my stapler, and my label maker. I love my label maker. I use it often without trying to overuse it because I don't want to have to buy a replacement label sticker all the time. And yeah, there's also, like, I think I already said there's homemade stamps in here, but yeah, that's one of my homemade stamps. There's a bit, and yeah, there's all kinds of stamps in there. I could probably just make a video showing you my stamps one of these days. Next is stuff that's just on the floor right now. This is my sticker box. All this is stickers in here. Sorry, all stickers are usually better organized than this, but I've been working out of that box a little bit lately. And then this box actually belongs between the pink box and then the blue box on top, so that's where that usually goes. This always belongs here. It's just a big stack of magazines, and I keep it contained in this little fabric box thing. Here I keep a folder made out of cereal box. Everything in here is stuff I use to glue with. So when I'm gluing a lot of stuff, I'll take a page from here, lay it down, and then do my gluing so I don't get glue all over my desk. And last but not least is this little area of my space. So I have a little shelf right here to the side of my desk. So this is the first thing you see when you come to my apartment, is this area right here. So this is my meerkat. His name is Nate Lane. I'm sure you've, anyone who's been following me for a while probably remembers this guy. In my favorite container that I own, my little Simpsons Butterfinger box from like 1991. cannot be opened with my hand. But inside of here are my gelatos and my watercolor crayons. I use gelatos way more than the crayons. That's why all the gelatos are on top. And I've got a blending sponge that I use. I mentioned another place that I keep tools. That's right here. This is my sticky scissors. So like when I'm cutting something with glue on it or a sticker, I use those. Paint brushes, water brushes, and my brayer. This little Patron can actually houses these are ATCs I've made it and not trade I made and didn't trade yet, and then everything else in the bottom are ATCs that I've traded for. So I actually need to sort this out a little bit better, but for now this works. Here are my all my Posca markers, and there's a couple other generic brand paint markers in there as well, and my magic wand that I made. The cool thing about my magic wand, it has that glow-in-the-dark Mod Podge all over it, so it glows in the dark. I love my magic wand. And here are the writing utensils I'm currently reaching for often. So I change these out often with what you saw in the pink box earlier, but these are the ones I'm grabbing right now. My Kindle, this is just a piece of paper that belongs in that cereal box folder. I've got, so yeah, I love how I have to do this in 3 different takes because I can't seem to actually record when I'm talking to my camera. So I didn't finish showing you all this. I did this top shelf and then stopped. Let's see what I got back here. I got all kinds of stuff on this shelf hidden away. I've got some Crayola chalk I haven't used. This box right here has a bunch of greeting cards in it. I'm not going to open that up because they're just blank greeting cards. They're not homemade or anything. There's a few right there that actually need to go in the box still. Back there I've got, oh, can you see that? Got some leaves for fall. This right here is a mail scale. It's actually a kitchen scale. I think it was made for weighing food. No, maybe it was for mail. I don't remember. It had a purpose when I bought it, and it was one or the other. This box right here is all my extra stuff. So I've got 2 prints of that, so I have one stuck away till I find another place for it, or another person to give it to, I guess. I've got a ton of glue ready to go because I buy it in bulk. Got some extra tape, extra washies where I have duplicate rolls from being given some extras. I've got extra staples, I've got extra magnet, I've got extra label sticker for my label maker I showed you earlier in this video. There's more stuff down there too, but I'm not going to dig through it all because it's just all extra stuff. Nothing special. And these right here are all my art books. They're either art related or I use them for my own art, and I rip out pages and use it how I like. There's also some coloring books in here. This one right here is my favorite. Nope, not that one. This one right here is my favorite. This is a gift from a friend. I love this right here. Let's Get Weird. It is such a fun coloring book. I've always wanted to read this, and I recently got it at like a yard sale or Goodwill or something. I don't remember, but I haven't read it yet, but it's nice that I have it there for when I want to read it. Down here, this is all my seasonal stuff, and these are seasonal as well. They just need to be put in there, and I haven't done that yet. I didn't clean up before I started showing you all this. And here is just another batch of magazines. That's all that is. And last but not least is this box right here. Got a few things just thrown in there, but it's mostly different kinds of paper. So this is 12 by 12 paper that's intact. I've got grid paper, a bunch of calendar pages that haven't been ripped up at all. This one right here has vellum in it. This baggie right here has vellum in it. There's more paper. There's some brown craft paper, a 12 by 12 white paper pack. This is all black cardstock, and then down here they're the smaller size scrapbook papers. These are like 6 by 6 or 8 by 8, I believe. And then, you know, tissue, pages from journals that never got used. I use that for pen paling or whatever. And that's just in a box. I didn't really have anything nicer to put that in. My witch hat. And yeah, there's my little area. I've wanted to show you guys my area for so long. And I'm just now getting to do it. So that's awesome. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with me for a while, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.